Hey Aries, these are the cards you got for what is your soul like. Originally, I wanted to do a how does the universe slash your spirit guides see your soul? But I decided to change it to what does your soul look like. I'm actually having a lot of fun with these videos. It's really fun to like kind of characterize people's souls into like different objects and stuff. Um but I want to start with the Ace of Cups. Sagittarius has got refreshing, like a slushy. For Aries, I'd say with the Ace of Cups. What kind of soul is that? Because the Ace of Cups is like new beginnings in terms of emotionally, like new relationships, new romances, fulfillment. But I also see as refreshing, in terms of what the soul could be like. I keep thinking like ice block again, similar to Sagittarius. Um, but I feel like I wouldn't say an igloo. I was gonna say igloo because I feel like with Aries it's more because Aries being like a ram, more like literally ramming into something. So like a bigger version of an ice block, like a giant ice block. Um, and let's just stick with ice block for now. If I get another message from this later, or if I think of something else, then I'll mention it. But with the flowers there, it could be like your soul is a bit like because like a lemon, like lemonade basically. So yeah, I'd say your soul may be a bit more like a lemonade. Um, like it depending on what you put it with, it tastes very different. And lemonade, like lemons generally bring out. Because I say lemons because of the flowers here, and they just made me think of lemons, and then the water, like the lemonade, the juice, or just lemons on some sort of beverage. But with lemons, it's like you can put they bring out the taste in food, and in your case, your soul or you are someone who brings out other people's qualities. You help other people like bring out them like bring you help people like let's say like a crab, you help the crab come out of its shell, that kind of thing. So you help bring out other people's good qualities. You help bring out the best in other people. You may also help other people to improve themselves or to gain their confidence. Maybe without even realizing it, your energy does influence other people positively. You do have a good positive impact on other people, kind of like a lemon that brings out like it enhances the taste of other foods. Um, So yeah, and also lemons, depending on what you put it with, the taste can be very, very different. Like for example, on its own, it can be very, very sour, and if you have too much of it, it can like cause I forgot what it's called when there's too much acid in your body. So too much of it might not be too good. So maybe too much Aries energy, like not that too much of you isn't too good, but it could be that your energy is very how do you put it? Your energy is like some people may not be able to handle your energy like that. Some people may not be able to handle your energy. Um, Also with this with the on not your energy, just your soul. Like your soul, some people may not be able to handle your soul. That could also be the meaning. Um, with the Nine of Cups, again, I'm getting what do you call it? Fruit salad or a smoothie. Also maybe a sundae. I thought ice cream sundae, especially with these two together, like an ice cream sundae. Something like a mixture of different things. So you may have very different qualities. Like even you may like some people they can be confident but they can be shy at the same time. So confident in some settings and shy in other settings. So kind of like that. You have very different qualities. Or your soul is like has very different qualities to it, kind of like an ice cream sundae with like different flavors, different things, and it all creates this one beautiful thing. That's actually very delicious, very amazing, and very beautiful, tastes great as well. um so like it all makes you this great person, the great person you are. With the Queen of Pentacles, I thought more because Sagittarius had the King of Pentacles as well. So the Queen of Pentacles, she's on her own here. Yeah, she's on her own. So the Queen of Pentacles, I'd say rather than a magnet like Sagittarius, maybe more I thought suddenly electric car. Like, you know those cars where so similar to a magnet, but you know those cars, I forgot what they're called. Those cars where it's a toy car and it's like this track that it goes round in, and when it goes round there's another car in front and it hits that car and that car starts moving. Kind of like that. Similar to Leo's with that the ball thing that when it hits other balls then the energy passes on and it comes back again. So similar to that except with cars. Um Gonna need to drink some water later. I would stop the video, but I don't want to have to like edit it all together because then the Wi-Fi, if I upload the video on the computer, the Wi-Fi, there won't be any Wi-Fi for the duration of the video being uploaded. But when I upload on my phone, no matter how many videos I upload, there's still Wi-Fi. So I'd rather not have to edit the video so that there will be Wi-Fi for other people in the house. So like that that not race car, that car that like its energy bounces off. I say your energy also influences other people. So the energy you give out passes on to other people, and it may return to you as well. That kind of thing, like a cycle. Kind of like that race track or the toy car, anyways. But I see because I think it does need. I've never had one of those, but I think it does need someone to start it off. So maybe you need someone to like push you sometimes to start something. Or the Aries, I'm not sure. Is it mutable or I've got the other two. Mutable, fixed, and there's one more. I think Leo's fixed. With the Four of Cups, with the Four of Cups, I'm seeing his a lot of similar cards to Sagittarius, but with the Four of Cups for Aries, I'd say more. See, the Four of Cups is meaning of the Four of Cups means like indecision, opportunities being ignored, opportunities being avoided, not knowing what to do, rejecting something. So maybe I say like a questionnaire then, like maybe like a questionnaire where so your soul is a bit like a questionnaire, maybe an unanswered questionnaire, like a blank questionnaire where with multiple options as well, where there's a lot to learn about you, but you're very complicated. Similar to what was mentioned about the ice cream sundae, you're very complicated. Sometimes you feel two different things at once, maybe, or sometimes you feel one thing, then you feel something else. That could be the case for you. Or sometimes you just like maybe people don't understand you, people don't know how to like you can't be put into a box. You're very complicated, and technically everyone is complicated. I say in your case, you're like a questionnaire. So yeah, if I think of something else, I'll get back to this. But I say for now, let's say a questionnaire. And if you think of the qualities of a questionnaire, I'm trying to think. I haven't really answered the questionnaire in a long time, so. But I'd say overall, the qualities of a question is just complicated because there's a lot of there's a lot of different options depending if it's multiple multiple thingy. But with the Queen of Wands, I'm seeing here. I immediately thought makeup set. So your soul's like a makeup set where, again, I feel like you are someone who brings out the good qualities of other people, like that lemon, like how makeup helps like bring out other people's it helps change other people's appearance, where like it makes them look different. Like makeup can make people look prettier, but it can also make people look like I'm not trying to say it makes people look ugly or anything, but some people use makeup not for the intention of looking beautiful, but for like acting. Like in movies, they use makeup just to bring out certain qualities of a character. In that sense, so they'd add an extra I don't know, an extra line, like an extra feature to make a character look older or something. So I'd say you're someone who transforms other people, or maybe your work transforms other people, or maybe it's just your soul energy that transforms other people. But with the lemon enhancing other people's good qualities and the makeup, I'm seeing here that your soul is something that transforms other people, rather than the impact your soul has on you is the impact your soul has on other people. That's what I'm seeing with these cards so far. So lemon and makeup with the Queen of Wands. So you bring out other people's, I'm saying good qualities of the Queen of Wands, because she's a very attractive woman. You don't have to be a she. And this is more about the soul. With the Temperance card, I am seeing here a soul. Let's see. Maybe juggling balls, the balls that jugglers use. And I say that because it does look like she's kind of almost looks like she's juggling something. It could be seen that she's juggling something the way she's holding the cups, almost. Not exactly, but almost. And with that, I'd say again, you are someone who can brighten up people's day. You are someone who can be difficult to understand, because juggling isn't an easy skill to learn. Well, for some people, it's not easy, and I can't juggle. And it does require practice to understand. So it requires getting to know you to understand you sometimes. For some of you, kind of like those juggling balls. And again, there's not you can't really juggle with one ball. You need multiple balls to juggle. So you have multiple qualities to you, and they could be quite polarizing, or you could have multiple qualities at once, like multiple qualities or feelings at once. So you may be feeling maybe happy and sad at the same time, kind of. I think, yeah, that is possible for some people. I don't want to get too into that though. So you're kind of like juggling balls with that one. Well, the Temperance does mean balance. So with ignoring how she's holding the cups and more about the balance, like the Temperance meaning balance, I'd say a unicycle. Again, a hard skill to learn. A unicycle is very, I don't want to say weird, but it's not something people ride often, and it's not something a lot of people can ride. So maybe I'd say you're a very unique person, in the sense of you're not someone. Your soul isn't more like you. Back to the soul. Your soul is quite unique in the sense of you work on your own a lot, maybe, or you can work on your own. Because with a unicycle, it only needs one wheel to work. It doesn't need other wheels. It doesn't need other help. It can work on its own quite well, actually, even without something to steer it. So you're really good at working alone, I'd say. With the Ace of Swords, what's the Ace of Swords like in terms of souls? Ace is new beginnings, Swords communications. It's all in your hands. Like what happens is in your hands. It's up to you. So with the Ace of Swords as a soul, let me think. I'll get back to that one. Well, I started thinking, I don't know what it's called. I started thinking about those cups where you stack them up, and then you keep stacking them up until you have like a sort of tower shape, and you can bring them all back down again, that kind of thing. That came to mind suddenly. So with that, I'd say, although it's not really a sword, it's more like a cup. I thought of it because of its shape. It goes like this, like it goes up like this, and then it's up like this, kind of like a sword. It goes up. Although a cup does go up as well, but a cup goes up in more of a sense of this, like this way and this way. And a sword is more just this way. Kind of like that stacking cups where it goes more this way, if that makes sense. So with that, I say someone who is, again, good at entertaining and finds usefulness in unexpected things. So you wouldn't expect to use a cup in that way. You'd expect more to use a cup to drink water, but somehow people found a way to use a cup for other reasons, for other thingies. So I'd say you are someone who is able to find usefulness in things that people wouldn't expect to find use in something. Or a way to have fun in the little things or the unexpected things. With the Hanged Man, I immediately thought of the game Hanged Man, but more of a sense of, I don't want to think like literally the Hanged Man. What else is there? Hanged Man. I keep thinking about that app. I forgot what it's called. Um, let's see, the Hangman. Hangman's like enlightenment, seeing things from a different perspective. Um, yeah, monkey bars. Um, so with monkey bars, again, it's like when you're hanging, you can hang upside. You could do different things with them. Kind of like with the cups things, having different, finding use in different things. You can do quite a lot of different things on the monkey bars. And again, it's similar to the hangman, hanging upside down, seeing things from a different perspective. But with the monkey bars, like again, it's in the park where lots of children go to. Maybe you are someone, you are someone who is childlike. You're in touch with your inner child. And Aries is a fire sign, and fire signs are very playful signs. Um, very playful signs. So that would make sense. So you could be a very childlike person. Um, you may not show, for some of you may not show it, but I am seeing for a lot of you do show it, and maybe not to everyone, to certain people, but you are very childlike. You're in touch with your inner child. You know how to have fun, and you're able to have fun on with things that other people wouldn't think to use a certain thing. Like for example, like if you had paper and you thought like you think paper, you just use it for writing, and then someone thought, okay, let's use it for origami, for example. So that's just an example. Like I got this here, paper made into a box. If you and like this, then you blow it up and it turns into a box. So that's just an example. So yeah, monkey bars. With this one, when I brought this out, I don't know why, but I immediately thought chocolate, just a chocolate bar. Since the Knight of Cups is like, it's like kind of like Prince Charming kind of thing. In terms of a person, he's like Prince Charming. In terms of qualities and personality, it's more I say generous. Like the kind of person that like excuse me, kind of person that would like, and like when you get out of the car, open the door for, like when you see the kind of guys you see in K dramas, basically. Um, but with I say chocolate bar because again, when it's I see this as like the romantic guy as well, and when it comes to Valentine's Day, you do receive chocolates. Some people receive chocolates, and also well they do receive flowers as well. But I'm thinking more chocolate because chocolate is sweet, like a sweet guy. Chocolate is sweet. Um, someone who again in terms of sensitivity, because the cups cards can be, in terms of people, they can be quite sensitive people or shy people. Chocolate again can break quite easily. It's not like metal that you need to apply. You sometimes, mostly, you can't really break metal unless it's quite a weaker kind of metal. But with chocolate, you can easily break chocolate. You can easily mold chocolate into other things, other shapes. Chocolate melts in the sun with too much heat. With too much heat, kind of like water that evaporates. With too much heat, chocolate melts. With too much heat, and ice melts, kind of like that. Um, but since Aries is a fire sign, so heat in itself, and then this chocolate bar kind of sense of a soul, I'd say maybe you do kind of like, it could be that you are sensitive, like when you watch a movie and there's like a sad moment that most people aren't affected by, you cry easily to those moments. Or it could be that maybe your thoughts or your actions sometimes you may get into certain depressing states of mind from time to time. That could be the case. Or maybe your soul is sensitive to other people's energies. That could also be the case. Kind of like chocolate, sensitive to heat. Like when you hold chocolate for too long, it melts in your hands. Kind of like that. Um, kind of like when you think of like hugging someone, just like in terms of generosity and like sharing that sharing that warmth. If you were to hug chocolate for too long, um, it would melt. So kind of like that. With the Two of Cups, um, let's see, maybe wedding rings, or engagement rings. With wedding rings, I'd say someone who longs for partnership. Like a wedding ring doesn't want to be on its own. It wants something. It's the other ring. It can't. You can't. A ring wants another ring. It can't be a ring on its own. So maybe a wedding ring. It doesn't have to be you want someone to be with you in terms of love. It could just be you want friends around. even if it's just one person, you just like having someone around, maybe to talk to or something like that. So that sense of a wedding ring. Also wedding rings, commitments. You may be quite committed people. Although fire signs aren't about commitment, that's more earth signs. But still, you don't have to be an earth sign to be committed. You could be an earth sign and not be committed, or a fire sign and be committed. So yeah, back to the rings. Again, something that shows off someone's good qualities. Like a ring can't be on. A ring needs a finger to be put on, kind of like that. So I'm not saying you need other people, but you shine brighter or you stand out more around other people, maybe. Or just similar to how you bring out other people's qualities, other people also bring out your good qualities. That could be the case. Or you open up around other people. And a ring doesn't fit every finger, so maybe you may not be the kind to get along with every single person, because some people do get along with every single person. I feel like when I think of that, I think of Libras as being the kind to get along with a lot of people. But with Aries, I feel like you get along with those you get along with, and you don't get along with those you don't get along with, kind of like that. So like again, with the ring not fitting on every finger thing. What else could be for the Two of Cups? I feel like there's something else, but I'm not too sure. I guess if you think about again about the fitting, like the gloss shoe. But anyways, the 10 of Wands, hard work. I immediately thought, because he's carrying, it looks like he's carrying wood to me, chopped wood. So I'd say an axe. So you could be quite hardworking, or your soul is very I say sharp, and maybe I've never held an axe. I don't know, but maybe heavy. Heavy in the sense of you have a lot of, I'd say maybe strength, or you have a lot like heavy. Heavy can mean different things to you. I'm not sure, but I just say I'll just leave it at heavy. This video is becoming longer than I thought, but this actually is very fun. I really do enjoy doing these kind of videos. But again, with the axe or a chainsaw, but I think more axe. You strike, like you defend your friends, because an axe doesn't swing on its own. Like it takes someone to swing the axe. So when I feel like when someone close to you maybe needs your help, you're there to help them, that kind of thing. Or like if they need advice, or if they just need assistance, you're there to help them. That's what I'm seeing. I keep getting into people rather than the soul. It's too easy to fall into that, like people rather than the soul. But yeah, those are all the cards. You do have here at the top of the deck the world. Should I interpret it? The video is getting quite long. It may take quite a while to upload when it's too long. With the world, maybe I keep thinking, is it chimera or chimera? I think that's what you call it. Those animals, like a Frankenstein kind of thing. Not saying that you're like Frankenstein. Again, I'm getting a sense of like with the sundae, the ice cream sundae, and Frankenstein. And I mentioned one more thing that I forgot now. But I'm getting a heavy sense of someone that's very complicated and has lots of different qualities added to them, and can seem like different people around different people. Like with Frankenstein, there's different parts of people added to make one whole person. So you're like different. You have different aspects. You may even have, again, you have different signs here. You have cups, swords, pentacles, and wands. So water, air, earth, and fire, all in one card, similar to Frankenstein, that has all these different like body parts, all to make one body. And I see that as being like you. We have all these different qualities, and they all make you. Like again, like an ice cream sundae. And Frankenstein doesn't have to be like, I know Frankenstein. When you think Frankenstein, you don't really think beautiful and this and that. But I don't think it's not about the looks, it's more about the soul again. So I see maybe your soul has experienced different things. Maybe has gone through different journeys. Maybe also has different qualities. Like as it went through its journey, it picked up all these different things from different experiences. It could be past life journey or your current life journey, and it's picked up all these different things. That could mean, when I said with the axe, heaviness, that could be why your soul is heavy, because it has all these things attached, like attached to it. All these experiences, all these memories, all these like maybe advice. It can mean different things to you. But those are your cards. I really want to check what's at the bottom of the deck. The Page of Wands. I thought butterfly when I saw this. Cute, childish butterfly. You know, when butterflies, maybe I think it's more moth though. When moths fly, they fly in such like in a clumsy way, and it's kind of cute. So, but I'm thinking a butterfly that flies like a moth. That's what I'm thinking of this card. Because of the red, I immediately thought like of a red butterfly. There's one you see in the Ace of Wands, that kind of butterfly. Although the card isn't, it's probably somewhere in there. And yes, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you do get any other interpretations about what your soul could be like in these cards, please do comment. I'd really like to read those. This was really, really fun to record. Thank you for watching. And you kind of get and check out other signs.